And I don't know what's going on. I can't even talk today. Okay. What up, everybody? It's me, Mike, out here at the Urban Suburban Homestead, and today we're about to be, pretty much re-amending these bags that we got the sweet potatoes out of. I'm not gonna use a 20-gallon bag. I actually got these right here that I actually got to grow potatoes in, and I have an assortment of potatoes that we're gonna use the same dirt we took the sweet potatoes out of, and we're going to be putting these store-bought russet potatoes in there that's done chitted or whatnot, because they was sitting too close to the onion, so they done chitted or whatnot. And that's just a little lesson or whatnot. If you don't want your potatoes to chit, do not have them nowhere near no onions, okay? Because this is what you're gonna get, some nice little sprouts on the side or whatnot. It's good if you're trying to regrow them or whatnot, but not if you're trying to eat them, okay? So yeah, and also we had some leftover from our last harvest of the Yukon Gold, okay? So we'll see how these do. They're a little bit soft. I'm not sure how they're gonna take or whatnot, so I'm not gonna really add no water. I'm gonna just kind of let them do their thing in the dirt. But we're gonna see how they go from there, okay? So we got 2 of these bags right here. What we're gonna do is use some of this garden tone just to kind of amend the soil a little bit. As we know that potatoes don't really need much to grow, but I do want to get this soil some nutrients because it has been 6 months without any kind of nutrients, and all the sweet potatoes just absorbing everything that has been given, okay? So I want you all to just stay tuned. I got my little Roby 1 cultivator because you already know how we get down, okay? We ain't got time to be getting all up in there like that right now. We're going to use our little tool, amend this soil right here, and then we're going to get these potatoes in these bags, okay? And then after that, what I plan on doing is cleaning up this whole particular garden situation, because as you know, Hurricane Milton came through, destroyed a bunch of stuff. So we got the sweet potato vines that we got to get down. Some of these got some little white flies on it, so I'm not going to put that in the compost because I don't want to be recycling that throughout the dirt and spreading throughout the garden. So we'll cut out the ones that are, infected or whatnot, and just toss those in the trash. But I also got some more sweet potato vines that we had got the original sweet potatoes off of right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and kind of snip those off, get some more starts, okay, and then we can just chop the whole vine off and start fresh, okay. But yeah, after that, I want to amend this 8 bed right here. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get to all that right now because it's getting a little dark out here, but I want to get this 8 bed amended with some good soil, and we're gonna replant some of the plants over there. Okay, so we got our dirt in our bag about a quarter way full or whatnot. So what I'm gonna do is take these store-bought, okay, russet potatoes, okay. As you can see, we got the chits up here on the eyes. So I'm gonna plant these upward like this right here. That way, I'm gonna show you how I got these in the bag here as well. So as you can see, I got the eyes of the potatoes right here. They're sitting up. Just gonna put these right here in like a 3, their own little spot right there, okay? Not sure. I need to move this up some more. Oh, wait. We got the eyes of the potatoes that's facing upward because that's what we want the shoots to go. And I want to put like a 6 inch layer of dirt over top. That way that the potatoes can be able to, grow out and be able to expand and multiply and also be able to grow upward. And then as they grow up to the top, I don't know if these are determinate or indeterminate or whatnot, but as they, kind of surface out a little bit, we'll add some more dirt to make sure that they don't turn green and all that. And, just make sure we protect them a little bit. And it has a little flap here on the side right now, so we can see how the progression goes over the course of the time. We just kind of slightly amended this soil. We'll keep adding some nutrients to it, for the root development and everything. And that way we can get some nice, hearty potatoes in about 3 months or so. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this next bag situated right here. And I don't know what's going on. I can't even talk today. Okay, let's get this other bag situated right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and get these. Well, we got one of these ones. You gotta go situated, okay? Alright. So same thing, I'm gonna fill this bag up, and like I said, as you can see, well, this one's kind of torn here, so don't look at the ratchetness of it all. But it has a little flap here, that way you can be able to see the progression of the potatoes as you go along. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna fill this up a quarter ways. It's a 10-gallon bag here. Okay, so I got this quarter ways filled here, and as you can see, these got some nice little eyes on them here. So like I said, this one's a little soft, so I'm not sure how it's gonna do when but we're gonna go ahead and plant her anyway. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and do this as like a nice little all the way to the top, or what? Okay, or we're gonna stair stack this joker. Okay, yeah, so we got several of these. Okay, alright, so let's add these right here. So I added these in like a triangle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the other ones in between, where I added these at. Okay. So that's that right there. I got the russet potatoes and also the Yukon Gold planted. Now the Yukon Gold, like I said, some of them was a little bit. So we're gonna see what comes out of the situation. Hopefully they don't rot, so I'm not gonna add no water to it right now. But the other one should be good, the russet potatoes, and we're gonna see what we get in the next several weeks, see if they actually sprout up. We don't know what's gonna happen. All you can do is plant this up and just, kind of wait around and see. Patience is the key. So yeah, we got some most stuff that we gotta go ahead and get planted, but right now I'm going ahead and dismantle this this situation right here, because why the pole beans is all toe up or whatnot. I think it's like one or two of them that's still thriving and still producing some beans and stuff, but for the most part I think I want to start over because it's not looking too cute right now, and we still got enough time in the season to be able to do what we need to do to be able to get a nice little harvest before Christmas and everything, because I don't think it's gonna be no frost anytime soon. Like I say, probably got another month and a half before a frost, so we should be good as far as being able to get a harvest if there is even going to be a frost. Okay, because a lot of times it gets to be about 34, what I'm saying, that kind of thing like that right now. So we don't know what's going to happen with the crops, but I pretty much do a pretty good job of protecting them. But what we're going to do is go ahead and get this thing cleaned up here, and that way we can go ahead and get some new stuff planted, and also get this bed amended, pull up those eggplants down there as well, and also yeah, let's get things moving. Okay. So yeah, I wanted to show y'all what's going on with the beans up close and personal, so y'all can see what Milton did. Okay. And as you can see, they still producing some of these. Well, now some of this is the sweet potato vine down here at the sweet potato end. But yeah, some of these are still producing, but as they used to say back in the day, ain't nothing out to a hill of beans, okay? And right now we want us a nice little hill. Otherwise you be getting, you know what I'm saying, one here, two there, three there, four there, or whatnot. So let's go ahead and start everything even again and go from there. But I want y'all to see what's happening over here. This bed needs to pretty much be amended. We do got a nice little, you know what I'm saying, tomato right there. But for the most part, go ahead and get this up out of here because, like I said, she didn't ever recover from Miss Diaphania indica, that cucumber moth coming and taking over, okay? But I do want y'all to see how this bag is doing from seed, but also the bell peppers right there, and that salad mix that we planted, and also the shallots as well. So they're doing pretty good. But this whole side right here, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, I'm going to try to pull these jokers up and amend everything. And I do want y'all to see down here that, shoot, these is trying to take off, but I'm not so sure how they going to do because they stun it so bad because of how they got chopped and screwed from the hurricane. So yeah, let's go ahead and get up into the things. I'm gonna go ahead and get this pulling and snatching out here, and that way we can go ahead and mix up some more dirt, and get some compost in that thing, and layer it with some nice little compost mix with some fertilizer as well, and that way we can kind of hopefully help the soil, because this bed right here has actually been getting attacked by a lot of bugs, and I don't really particularly like that, and yeah, we gotta do something to combat that. So the way to do that is to actually put nutrient-rich soil on top, and so that's what we pretty much gonna do to this bed to give it a little bit of life, okay? And then later I'm gonna add a worm composter to it, okay? Because it already should have some worms in here, but it needs the actual composter for them to be able to feed, so the worms don't be able to leave up out of here, okay? Yeah, so I want you all to go ahead and stay tuned and mount this thing on up, and we're gonna go ahead and get this thing going, okay? Yeah, and as you can see, this jalapeno plant right here that was supposed to be a bell pepper plant, whatever, she got skint from the hurricane, as you can see. Now I could go ahead and keep her, but what we're gonna go ahead and do, because I got another one over there, we're gonna go ahead and replace the girl. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this joker out too, and kind of pull out a lot of this stuff over here that ain't really working, and go from there, okay? Now, all of this I will put in the compost because it's not diseased, but the sweet potato leaves over there that actually had the actual sweet potato on, some of them was actually having some disease on it. We're not going to use that in the compost. Like I said, we don't want to spread that throughout the garden or whatnot. And but these right here, these gonna be good, so we can go ahead and put these in some of the in-ground composters and also in our big composter over there, okay? Yeah, I wanted to go ahead and get rid of this right here because I got enough basil growing out here. So between this bed and that bed over there, this is just kind of just growing randomly. So I want to use this bag for something else, okay? And then we're gonna go from there. All right. I'm gonna tell you something. Getting rid of these is kind of bittersweet because these were actually grown from seed all the way starting back in January, and we planted these at the beginning of the springtime. Actually, no, we did these in February before the channel was even started. And so just to kind of see that, you know, I'm pulling these up, you know, this gives me hope for next year that we're gonna do a better job of protecting these and putting these in a better place so they can get more production than they did this year, okay? But that's gonna be composted too, okay? I think what I'm gonna do with these basils right here is I'm gonna dig them up and then I'm gonna put them in another spot in this same bed. That way I can clear out space for the tomatoes and all the other stuff I'm gonna put up there, okay? So yeah, as you can see, it's getting a little dark out here because I'm starting to fade into the black, but we can still keep going out here, okay? So yeah, I'm going to actually move those basil plants to the back or whatnot, so I can clear out some space so they're not leaning over in the walkway and all that. So just a little moving and shaking in the garden. You know, it's all good. Like I said, I want to keep them there because I actually want to have them as companion plants with the tomatoes that we're going to put there. But like I said, I want to put some compost there. I got a little bit from the worm bin here that we're going to add to this. And also I got some of the Miracle Grow organics over there too that I'm going to add to it as well, because it has a little bit of aged compost, and plus I don't have much in the worm bin right now because the worms are still breaking down from the last little bit that I used out here in the garden. Okay, so like I said, let me go ahead and get all this amended and we're gonna go from there. The in-ground worm compost, well not in-ground but the 3-tier worm compost. As you can see, has some of the crawlers in there. So it naturally has the worm castings already in there. Here I am back. I got my gloves finally because I was messing up my nice cute little manicure, okay? And let's go ahead and use the Roby one. So there we go. We got the soil mixed up right there, and pretty much I got this ready for this bed. But what we need to do is go ahead and till this bed back here. That way it can be ready to get the nice little tomatoes and stuff in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna show y'all why I decided to plant some more tomatoes, because it was acting at a little scarcity. Okay, because Hurricane Milk almost came through and swept up the other girls. Okay. And so I said, let me go ahead and get some more because these look all tattered and, you know what I'm saying, them broke off the main stem, but a lot of those girls end up surviving. So here we go. We got some extras and we're going to go ahead and use this whole situation what we intended for, which is the tomato trellis. Okay. Before we get to doing anything, I'm going to go ahead and pick up these eggplants and all these, you know what I'm saying, beans and stuff, the vines and everything, and put those over here by the compost so we can chop those jokers up and they can be able to break down later on, okay? Yeah, so like I said, these bags right here, I'm gonna actually re-amend the soil in these and then maybe swap these out because I want to kind of do some crop rotation and everything. These had the pole beans in, so I definitely want to make sure that I kind of crop rotate, maybe swap these two bags out because they're the same two size, whatnot, put some new soil in there, you know, kind of spruce this up a little bit and go from there. And then this one right here, since it just has some cucumbers that kind of filled, y'all saw that. We've been struggling with the cucumbers and everything because of the squash bugs and also the cucumber beetles. But like I said, we're gonna go ahead and try and plant one of the tomatoes in here. That way it can be able to trellis up the string here and go from there. And then same thing the rest of this right here, okay? But I'll go ahead and get these wood chips out of here so we can add the new dirt on top. That way I'm not kind of blending it in, or maybe I might, you know what I'm saying, that way it can kind of break down, but it's a little bit too many of these, so I'm not so sure. And I got the hiccups, so I'm sorry about that in the recording, so y'all just bear with me, you know what I'm saying, this is raw footage, okay? This whole bed and everything. We got to add some new fresh soil to it and all that. I got these two basil plants. I'm going to plant these in the back, on the back side of these. That way they can stand up tall. And then That way we can be able to see these tomato plants a lot better, and they can trellis up a lot better, okay? And maybe even be a support system to these tomatoes as well, okay? So let me go ahead and dirt on over here. We're gonna get this about 2-inch layer of dirt. That way we can be able to, organic matter, that we can be able to get these settled on in. They can be able to fight off disease and pests in the future, okay? As you can see, I've added the 2 inches, at least 2 inches, maybe 3 inches. You know what I'm saying? That good organic matter over here. I done try to get some nice illumination out here, you know what I'm saying? Thanks to Delvin, because Delvin been, you know what I'm saying, working in the backdrop, okay? Trying to get me light-skinned out here. But yeah, got 2 or 3 inches of the compost stuff over here, dirt. We're gonna go ahead and put these tomatoes in here, but also reposition these basil plants, okay? We got some of the same tomato plants that we already got. Our this is a Bonnie original, you know what I'm saying? You know Bonnie always got plants for us, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and plant her. She's the indeterminate, which means she's gonna grow up in the vine. So we're gonna definitely get her into the ground right here, okay? Oh my God, the bugs out here. Big boy right here. We're gonna go ahead and plant him right here. All right. And then by itself, okay? So I'm not gonna worry about this actual tomato plants right here, okay? All right, so it's a little dark out here, you know what I'm saying? It's been fun. We getting ate up, you know what I'm saying? Now it's time to go on in. We'll finish this on in the morning, okay? Just know that we love you all, if you have not hit that like, share, subscribe button, we'll talk to you all later. Bye.